Hello. Okay, so this is my. Have no idea what entry this is. I've done like so many videos, it seems like. Um, it is 9:40 a.m. Tuesday, January the 19th. And this is my second to last day with this thing in my arm. I braided my hair and put some eyeshadow and mascara on, and that probably took, I don't know, way longer than it probably should have, but I did it anyway because I felt like doing it, because when you get to a certain point, you just want to fix yourself up for you because you just feel gross, or at least I do, I don't know. But it really makes me kind of think about people that have it far worse off, that maybe can't even talk or feed themselves or use any of their limbs, or are in a wheelchair for very long periods of time, if not forever. It makes me really sympathize with them. It makes me question my future. It makes me think. I don't like to think about it. It's a thing that is going to happen or not. I don't know. I'm always going to live with it unless they find like a cure or something, which I don't know. But I'm thankful to be on really good medication. I'm on Gilenya. It's working really well with me. This is only my second major relapse in a year's time apart, and it's not even really that bad. And I started out on Copaxone, which is daily injections, at 17 when I was diagnosed. And, you don't really want to think about it, especially when you're that young. I know I didn't. I just kind of blocked it off. I wasn't sick. Nothing was going on. Nothing was abnormal. I was going into my senior year, prom, graduation, all that fun, exciting stuff. You don't want to think about it. You don't want to deal with it. So I didn't. I blocked it out of my mind. And I skipped injections. I didn't take them because they were painful and they hurt and they burn and they bruised and they were just awful. And I just skipped a lot of doses, and I didn't take it near like I was probably supposed to. But thankfully they come out with this pill that I can take once a day, and as long as it doesn't affect your heart, it has some side effects to do with slowing down your heart rate and everything, and as long as that's not going on and you can deal with it very well, which I can, it doesn't drop my heart rate, it doesn't screw with my blood pressure, it doesn't do anything, and I've been on it for almost 3 years now, and it's done really well with me, and I'm really thankful for that. What else? I kind of did all these videos and didn't even say what my problems were. I mean, I know what my problems were, but if I ever release these videos, no one's gonna know what my problems were. But the thing is, like, I was at my mom's and I got up and I had just kind of been under a bit more stress than usual, a bit more emotional trauma than usual. I had just kind of healed my emotions from just having a really bad day, and a couple days after that, I woke up. I started having like this kind of muscle spasm pain in my leg, and I got kind of scared, and I was like, I gotta walk this off, it'll be okay, it's no big deal. And when I stood up, it just got worse, and my leg went completely limp. My arm went completely limp. I couldn't move my fingers. I couldn't speak correctly. It was really scary. But it only lasted for a few seconds. I went through it probably, not even kidding, not exaggerating, it was probably 3 times per minute most of that night. And it was just really bad, spasmodic muscle spasms going on, and that was a scary thing. And I was like, no, not this again. It's going to happen again. I'm going to lose my arm again, because my first major relapse was I completely lost all function of this arm. I couldn't move it. I couldn't lift anything. I couldn't even move my fingers. And also the second time I started having vision loss, which is also very scary. To think that you're going to go blind or lose your sight, it's not, it's really scary dealing with this stuff, especially on your own and in the middle of the night, and problems like this happen. So it took a while to get in touch with my neurologist and my nurse because it was the weekend, and a few days later, after a lot of complications, it seems like, getting through to home health and my nurse and doctor's appointments, I finally got some steroids going on, which is thankfully helping. And so that's a little bit of insight about something I probably should have mentioned in the first video. But my home health nurse is supposed to come back today and sort of check this out. I only have one infusion today, and then my last infusion is tomorrow, which I am very excited about. Hopefully I can get it over with and get this out. But something that kind of concerned me was when my first home health nurse left, she was like, she's going to come back today and check on you, and she might want to move the port to the other arm. And I'm just like, no, I've come so far. I don't want this taken out and put back in somewhere else that may or may not work, because I've had so many veins to blow out. It took like 4 tries to get this thing in. It's doing okay. It's not bleeding out. It's not doing anything abnormal. It's still in there. It's still good. 2 days away. I don't want to relocate this, so I'm really hoping that she won't. I'm going to try to talk her out of it because there's nothing wrong with it, but if she does have to, I guess she has to, and it's something else I have to deal with, which I hope that I won't have to deal with. Other than that, that's my morning update, and kind of some insight about what has been going on, and what I hope won't go on, and what might have to go on. I don't know. But until I can think of something else, or want to say something else, or want to do another 180s for some reason, I don't know. Yeah, that's all.